service. We thank you for giving. And then I will give him the Lord, we give it like Giveify. And also you can mail it at Post Office Block 2315 here in Silicon, 35150. Also, we have the officers will be out in the parking lot, and you can give your offer to them from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. Let us bow our head, please. Lord, we just thank you for today, and we just magnify your name again, Lord. We just give you all praises, Lord. And Lord, we ask you to continue to be with us, Lord, in the midst of us. And Lord, as we prepare to teach that word and preach that word, we ask you to come in and take control. Is our prayer today. Our scripture today will be coming from the book of Psalms. And it's Psalms 103. Number Psalms 103. And we're going to be coming from that number song, the entirety of that song. We're going to talk about it and teach on it and give God the praise as we go through. Our scripture today, we're going to read maybe about 5 of the scripture, but we'll be coming from the entire number of Psalm of 103. And his first start by saying, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefit, who forgiveth all of thy iniquity, who healeth all thy disease, who redeemed thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercy." Verse 5 says, "Who satisfied thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like an eagle." As we look at those 5 verses in the Psalms here, the writer here is David. And David is writing this song, and what we're going to use for subject this morning is going to be the goodness of God. The goodness of God. Even no matter what's going on in the midst of right now, God is still good. He is good. All of us look at our life and say, if it wasn't for God, what would I have done? All God is good. He is good. And we're going to take the scripture at first. We see how he said, "Bless the Lord." What David is doing here, he's praising God. He's giving God glory. He said, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name." David is at the point of, in the depths of his heart, he's speaking out, saying, "Lord, you deserve this. You deserve to be praised. You deserve to be honored. You deserve." He said, "Oh, my soul, in the depths of my soul, I praise your name. I bless your name. I bless your name." And that's the same way we're supposed to be in worshiping God. He's an awesome God. He's a mighty God. And he is keeping us day by day. If it hadn't been for the Lord on my side, where would we be? Where would we be today? He has brought us not part of the way. He has brought us all the way. But look at verse 2 says now. It says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits." When we look over our life, look at our life and what God has done for us, but look at these 5 benefits. He said, "Forget not thy benefits." Look what it says. Now verse 3 says, "Who forgiveth all of our iniquity." He is willing, and he does forgive us all of our sins. And we just thank God for that. He is a forgiver. Man and humanity today's whole things about they are not willing to forgive. They hold words, and we shouldn't be like that. We should pattern our way just like Jesus' way, just like God said, just like David is saying. David is praising him to he forgive my sin. He said, all my iniquity, all my sin, my wickedness, what I have done, he is forgiven me. Who healeth all disease. He has the power to heal us, you all, and heal us completely. And all disease. Sometimes we may look at it in the time that we are in and what's happening concerning disease and what's happening. Don't ever think that God is not strong enough. God is allowing what's going on to happen. He has the power to speak right now, to speak in the situation, says stop by and it will stop. So he has the power. Don't ever think that God is unlimited to what comes up. He has the power. And then it looks at who redeemeth him and destruction, who redeemeth thy life from destruction. He can keep us from being destructive, being torn down, being worn down. He's able to keep us. Who crowns us with loving kindness and tender mercy. God is good to us. He keeps us. He crowns us with tender mercy. He put his arms around. Sometimes when we're down and we're out, there's songs that just a little talk with Jesus will make it okay. Have you ever had that little talk with him? You said, Lord, here I am. And sometimes when you really don't know what to say, you might just say, Lord, have mercy on me. And he already knows what you're facing with. He's a good God. He is so good. He already knows what you're facing, what you're going through, and what the situation is going to be. Verse 5 says, who satisfies thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like an eagle. He's saying that he gives you good things in your mouth, food, good things. He provides for you what you need. And that to be able to keep you going, be able to keep you strong, be able to keep you on this path that is set before us. Look what he says here. He renews us like an eagle, like a young eagle. He will give us strength and Bible as we go through this life that we're on. Verse 6 says, the Lord execute righteousness and judgment to all of them that oppress. God has a way of lifting those up that have been oppressed or depressed. He has a way of lifting us up out of our situations. Isn't it good we can do that? Out of our oppression. He'll lift us up. He is just. He's a just God. He desires for us to live righteous. He is a just God. He'll lift us up and give us strength. He's making known his ways unto Moses. In other words, he made ways, his plans to Moses. Let Moses know how he's going to move and he was going to be the vessel. But look at the scripture there, start there. He said, and his acts unto the children of Israel. He told Moses his plans and what he had to do, how he had to lead the people. He told them, but also Israel saw their acts. And they actually, their miracles, what God did before they are opening the Red Sea, prepared for them to leave out of Egypt. All of these things he showed them and they saw. And nobody could do that but God. And even though today in our society, as we see how everything, what's going on is global, but our God is still in control. If you remember in the Bible, it teaches about how Israel didn't do what they supposed to do. So he had had to chastise them. So we never know that we may be chastised, being chastised. But as we go through this, he is still good. He is a good God. His goodness, the goodness of God. He's an awesome God. He's a God that's always on time. He's a God that cares for you. He is a God that knows what you need and can provide what you need. He's a God that can give you peace, understanding, comfort, no matter what you're facing. He can give you the joy, unspeakable joy. We're going to pick up and look what he said here in verse 8. It said, the Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenty in mercy. Isn't that a blessing, you all? Isn't that a blessing that he plenty, love, plenty in mercy and grace, slow to anger, and plenty in mercy. Thank the Lord for he has mercy upon us as we live in this time. We're always not living the way we're supposed to, but he's a giving God. He's a merciful God. He'll keep us. He'll give us another opportunity and another chance. He is gracious. Verse 9 says, he will not always climb, neither will he be angry forever. In other words, he is saying he won't always chastise, or always bring up what you have done, or always accuse you over and over. He doesn't do these things. Man does these things. But God loves us in spite of it. He has not dealt with, verse 10 said, he has not dealt with us after our own sin. If he deals with us according to what we have done and how we have lived, we couldn't stand it. He said, nor reward us according to our iniquity, according to our sin. We could not stand it. But thank God that he's a gracious God. Thank God he's a holy God. Thank God he is merciful and he does love us. Verse 11 said, for as the heavens is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. He said, as compared to what the heavens is above the earth, is so great toward them that his mercy is. He is saying, when you reverence him And when you reverence him and love him and acknowledge he has all power, his mercy is great toward you. As that great his mercy is. Verse 12 says, and as far as the east is from the west, so far has the remove of transgression from our heart. From the east as well, he has removed it from us. That evil, that way that we would do. He has moved that way. We just thank God for who he is. We just give him all praises, all honor, and all of the glory. Like a father pities his child, in other words, has compassion on his children. So the Lord pities them that fear him. But again, to those that reverence him and respect him, he blesses those. He has compassion on those. Verse 14 says, but he knows our frame. He remembers that we are all dust. In other words, he knows our frame. He knows that we are dirt. We know that we are made from dust. He said, and far as man has days are as the grass, as a flower of the field, and so they'll flourish. But after they flourish for a while, and as they grow up, a wind will come by and blow. So that's how we are. But he's letting us, but God still loves us anyway. Verse 17 says, but the mercy of the Lord is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him. Again, that reverence him, that acknowledge that he is God, acknowledge that he is the only and true God. When we reverence him in his righteousness as children of God, I would think about it as his righteous as children of God. And it teaches us in this, we obey the scripture, what we are studying, what we're going through today, as we study that, and realize that if we are righteous, God has a way of blessing us when we live righteous. That was David said. David said he's been young, but now he's old. But he said he never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed being bread. We can live, if we live right, God's going to bless us. Our responsibility is to live according to the way God has planned for us in our lives. Live the way, and when we live in his way, in his covenant, be obedient, keep his commandment, there's blessings that will fall in our life. There are blessings that will come. Verse 19 says, the Lord has prepared his throne in the heaven and his kingdom rulers over all. He, in this last few verses, talks about how he has made his dominion in heaven. And we all must praise him. That's a place that all of us have a desire. We should have a desire to go and to magnify his name, to praise him, be one of those praises around. But God is good. And the goodness of God, and we get to name it off how good God has been to us. We couldn't stop naming because over and over we look, and sometimes so many times he has forgiven us and then give us not another example, another opportunity over the same thing. So we must remember that he's a loving God, he's a good God, he's an awesome God, and he's a mighty God. He did all of this for you and I, and as we look at our scripture and think about our scripture, how David is saying how good God has been to him, and he has been good to us. And as we look at this, and as we think about that, and we look where we are today, that we had to have a Savior. And that Savior is Jesus Christ. And he had to come down here where we are. He walked this earth where we were. He was an example, but his ultimate mission was that we may believe on him, that we may be saved. The Bible teaches us that he is the Son of God, and we must have faith and believe that he is Jesus' Son, that he did die on the cross. And the Bible teaches us that when they brought him down, they buried him in the tomb. And the Bible teaches us he was there 3 days, just as he said he would be. And he rose with all power. He did not come up empty-handed. He has all power. So the goodness of God, he's an awesome God. And no matter what we're going through, we can go to him. No matter what we don't understand, we can go to him in prayer and just talk to him. How can I talk to him? I can talk to him just like I'm talking to you. Just a casual conversation. He understands. He knows what we need. He knows what we need. And as we continue to go, we continue to faith day after day and continuing in this situation that we're in this world. But remember that God still loves you. No matter what the enemy may throw at us, God is always in God. Keep our faith, no matter what happens around us. God is in control. And always remember that. If you believe in Jesus Christ, that he died on the cross and he was buried. And the third day morning he rose with all power, earth and heaven in his name. If we believe that and receive it our Savior, we are saved. May God bless you and keep you as our prayers as we go through this week. In Jesus' name, amen.